what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I know you guys like certain cars, and I get always these replies, all these comments. You want special modded cars and cars that you're just not going to find anywhere. Well, guess what? I am at Elder Ford here in sunny Tampa, Florida, and it's all because of not only this car, but also a subscriber by the name of Nadia, who is an employee here at Elder Ford. What I have is a 2018 Shelby Super Snake. Now, if you don't know much about the Super Snake, let me give you a little bit of background on the whole program. So Carroll Shelby's been connected with Ford ever since the 60s. He's been working his magic, getting power, getting handling, all that great stuff. Well, there once was a time when you ordered a car, it didn't come directly from Ford. It actually came from Los Angeles originally and then Las Vegas to your garage. Well, guess what? This Super Snake started off its life as a 2018 Mustang GT. It went from Michigan to Las Vegas, where Carroll Shelby's shop is, and they worked all that magic from all the decades of his amazing racing career and also experience with Fords, and this is what we have today, a over 800 horsepower supercharged Super Snake. And this thing finished in that drop-dead gorgeous blue with the white racing stripes. Nothing screams more Americana than Carroll Shelby, a Mustang, and blue with white racing stripes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front. Right off the bat, you are going to see tons of changes between a Super Snake and your standard Mustang. What you can see here is that it still has the stock headlights, but this whole front fascia is going to be changed out. All these vents are functional. Functional for brake cooling, functional also for engine cooling. Once we show you under the hood, you'll see that there's a lot of extra magic besides just a supercharger that's been added to the engine, including an increased efficiency racing radiator. I love the aggressive look of the front. I like the way they brought in this bar and ran it down and has the Shelby script. If I'm gonna zonk the car at the front, and I know you're probably saying, how can you zonk a Super Snake? I don't like this material, this plastic material that they made. I wish it was just a little bit smoother or even piano black, at least on this larger section up here. Everything else though is drop dead gorgeous. You can see the lower lip spoiler, the extra aggression that's been added by the extra pieces. All of these are functional. They actually have a great connection at Shelby America with Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So when they're building these cars, they could take it out on the track and see what is working while they're developing the cars. Very, very nice connection. There's that beautiful blue with the white racing stripe that runs all the way in the back. I don't know if Tom could pan to the hood. Functional air scoops, very aggressive. This is going to separate you from the Shelby GT350. This is going to separate you from any other Mustang. Not only are there air scoops at the front, but also heat extractors out back. So that's going to help not only with aerodynamics, but with also getting that heat away from underneath the hood. I still want to show the front of this car, Tom. I just, the aggression and just all the little pieces. Like I said, these are all functional. As you can see, I'm able to take my hand and put it in here. All super functional. I like the LED marker lights here. It just has a total perfect look that's going to help you stand out from the crowd. Let's go take a look at the side here, because this is going to blow your mind. Nothing is going to be without a Shelby Super Snake than these 20-inch, and you can see they put them right there embossed right in the wheel, forged wheels, 20-inch wheels. I love the flat black finish. I love the design. Look, lurking behind there, that is an over 15-inch rotor. Pizza Hut just delivered a pizza that was smaller than this thing. So you can see how huge it is. It's all slotted. That's going to help with the cooling. And then there's that huge Brembo 6-piston caliper. Now, these wheels are mounted to not just your standard factory studs. These are actually everything's been increased. It's got race studs. It's also on race hubs. So this isn't something where you're just going to get a bunch of power and some graphics and some extra body work. This is everything lurking underneath has been updated and upgraded. Even the suspension has a race tune, coil-over suspension, 3-way adjustable to get the most from this Super Snake. As we go down the side, I don't know if anybody was confused of what this was, but there's a nice large Cobra. I love the Shelby script, and there's the Super Snake badging. Down here you have the lower white stripe that runs across the bottom. This is something that I thought that Ford should have added to the GT350. Now, with the GT350, that never goes to Las Vegas to Shelby America. That's built primarily in Michigan by Ford. This thing has the Shelby, the actual real magic happening. Check this out. Before we go any further, you have carbon fiber mirrors. Really, really nice touch. I love the wet weave. I wish they would have took some of this carbon fiber and brought it into the nose of the car with all that plastic grille. I think the carbon fiber would have just been spot on. Let's work our way back. One thing I like, let's go ahead and drop down. I do like the Shelby badging here. I'm not the biggest fan of the Super Snake at the front with the script, but they got the script perfect with the Shelby name. And I kind of like the way it doesn't go all the way to the back. I really, really like this extra side skirt that comes out and just goes. And this is all for aerodynamic flow, guys. Wait until you see this. This is nuts. So now we have, obviously, out back, 20-inch wheel, just like up front. This is a 305, so you got a lot of meat. Check out the magic here. You're gonna have a full Brembo 4-piston, plus the extra caliper for that huge stopping power. Another over 15-inch brake rotor. Most of the time when we get to the back end of the business, things get smaller, because remember, when you get on the brakes, all the weight goes forward. But Shelby America decided beef it up all the way around. You got a beefed up drive shaft that's going to be spinning these wheels, and inside that center pumpkin, that differential, you're looking at 373 gears. Let's go ahead and wrap it up at the back. Here's a nice touch. As soon as I saw this, this reminded me of my father's old Shelby GT350, his 69. I love the script, I love the Cobra. I am a big fan of badges and branding, and it's just a nice touch. If you notice on the side, smooth. They don't put any extra fake scoops or anything like that. Everything on this car is functional. Check out the back. You got this huge kick-up spoiler on the trunk with an additional, it's almost like an extra flip up to it, not a gurney strip. A gurney strip would actually slide there, but this piece actually helps create extra downforce, and I love the way Shelby is knocked out of it. Finish it out back. No Ford badging on this thing. You got the Shelby name. I like what they did with the diffuser. If I was going to give it a zonk, the exhaust, I'd rather have 4 pipes. These sort of look like big mouth vacuums cleaners a little bit, but they have a wonderful sound, and trust me, we're gonna hear this thing. It's got a Borla exhaust that's been optimized just for this setup. If you're ready, I'm ready to look at the heart of this Super Snake. Let's go check it out. Oh my God, that's all I can say, guys. Check out underneath the hood of this 2018 Super Snake. What you are looking at is Shelby America magic. That is a Coyote V8. It started off as a Coyote V8, 5-liter. Check out that polished Whipple supercharger. I love the Whipple badging. I love the Shelby performance badging on there. I love that it's polished. It's just something that is like the jewelry. It's like the earrings that you bought special for your wife. That's what that is. It's amazing. Look at it in the sun. Just the sparkle is out of control. You could see that they even go to the extent with Shelby caps on all reservoirs. They go ahead and make an original Shelby overflow canister for the radiator. Because remember, you're running a performance radiator. They have a special performance overflow tank. I love all the welds. Look at that induction system, the carbon fiber, the open cone filter, that Can-Am filter. Unbelievable. Like I said, over 800 horsepower. You're looking at 0 to 60 in about 2.7 seconds, quarter mile in 10 seconds, all day long, top speed over 200 miles an hour. Look at just how sexy the hood is. And I'm not even talking about the top side, the underside, those functional vents. I told you they were functional. They're not there for show. I love the way you could see all the plating. Here's the serial number. You can see how they go to that extent. So this is going to be something that's registered in the Shelby America registry. This isn't something that is just your standalone GT350. I never thought I'd ever say a standalone standard GT350. This thing is so unique, and it is a monster. I don't know if Tom already showed you, but it even has a plate of the man that hand-built the motor. It's amazing, the setup. I love just how, no plastic, everything's been just thrown out plastic-wise, and it is just a piece of beauty to stare at this engine all day long. If you're ready, I'm ready to fire up this over 800 horsepower Super Snake. Let's go fire it up. All right, guys, here I am inside the 2018 Shelby Super Snake. If you're wondering, well, was all the money just spent on the outside and underneath the hood? No. I really like the seats. You're going to get those famous heated and air-conditioned seats. Check out the embroidery of the Super Snake logo on the back of the seat. These seats are so comfortable, and they have just enough bolstering to make it fun, but also comfortable for you. I don't know if Tom is showing you right now, down on that lower sill, you can see the Super Snake logo. They went the extra miles for this. Now, if you're wondering, well, what is the MSRP on this car? Remember, this price includes the value of a Mustang GT, brand new Mustang GT. So you're looking at an MSRP of $117,000, which over 800 horsepower, something that is so unique, you got to compare it to other things in the price segment. Check out, there's that Carroll Shelby serial number. I like the way it's got his signature in the script. It would have been cool if Carroll was still around to see these things and autograph it for you, but hey, you could keep that tradition going. Look at this. This is a piece of just magic. I can't believe how short this shifter rod is. Very nice. Oh my God, the shifts are just unbelievably crisp. I don't know if you could hear it clicking. It just has a wonderful magic feel to it. I love the size, nice and short. Check out the carbon fiber gauge cluster up here. You're gonna have oil pressure, fuel pressure, boost pressure. Remember, this has beefed up injectors. This has beefed up fuel pump. So you're gonna be needing to pay attention to these things as you are zooming down the road or a track or whatever you're doing with this thing. Sitting in your garage just starting it up and just letting it purr. Why don't you come on this side and I'll show you some of the magic over here. All right, guys, here we are, the business side of things. Let me just show you. We're gonna start it up. You're gonna push that engine start stop button. Super Snake comes to life. You can see that it has that full LED setup with the same system that you get in that premium. I love the digital gauges. There's our working gauges up top with the fuel pressure, the oil pressure, your boost pressure, very nicely in this wonderful carbon fiber hood. If I was gonna zonk this car, I need a little bit more. I know I may be getting greedy, but I need a different steering wheel. I would like an upgraded steering wheel, something that says Shelby Super Snake, a different shape. I need a little bit more, maybe when the gauges turn on, if to say Super Snake over 800 horsepower, that would be something that would be an extra touch. They do give you those extra floor mats that are changed, but the pedals are the same as well. Maybe if they could have done something with the pedals, they're just standard Mustang GT affair. Even the dead pedal's plastic. So I think that's a place that if I'm gonna zonk this car, I would like to see some of those extra touches. But let me just step on the gas a little bit here. I mean, the sound of this car is just unbelievable. If you're ready, I'm ready to wrap this one up. Let's wrap it. All right, guys, it's been one hell of a day here at Elder Ford. I'm so grateful for Nadia and everybody here at Elder Ford reaching out to Rady's Rides, inviting us out to share this one-of-a-kind 2018 Super Snake. Where can you go wrong with this? Over 800 horsepower, tons of modifications, performance-wise, interior-wise, and at a price point that I think that if you look at that $117,000, what can you buy at an MSRP for $117,000? I think it falls in line perfectly with all the extra touches. And if these are the types of cars that you like to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. I promise you, I love bringing them to you. If there's anything particular you want to see, leave it in that comment section. You can send me an email at radysrides@gmail.com. If you have not checked out my Instagram, my Facebook, or Twitter pages, you want to check that out. All Rady's Rides original content all the time. If you have not hit subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? These are the cars that we're bringing. Tom and I are bringing some amazing cars. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get the notifications. I know a lot of you who have been subscribing, thank you. The thing is, sometimes you forget to hit that bell so you get the notification, but I'm so grateful for all of your support, your love, your generosity. Merch, get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. How do you do it? There's a link right at the beginning of this video. It kind of pops up. You can click that. Takes you right to Spreadshirt. Shirts, hats, hoodies. I got something for everybody. We can't forget them. I had to wipe the drool off of his face throughout this whole video shoot. Tom Moschner, Big Guns McGee. I thought he was salivating because he needed more protein, but he actually was salivating over this. So thank you, Tom, for your devotion. The man of the century. That's what I like to call him, because he is bringing it full speed ahead, getting ready for his competition. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.